Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, back with another PSP review. And this one is one I got recently called Namco Museum Battle Collection. So I got this for the two racing games because I liked the Rally X game so much on Ridge Racer that I decided to like, this was only a few pounds as well, like, so they're not expensive, these games, at all. For the PSP they're quite affordable, so why not pick them up when you kind of see them in one of the game shops. But yeah, the Rally X game. But then there was another few games on it. I'm not a huge fan of well, I like Namco because I like Tekken, but I'm not a huge fan of the sort of old-fashioned games. I might play Pac-Man for, you know, maybe a stage or two, but I wouldn't really be interested in it. I just kind of got this to see what the arranged games were like. So there's a few games on this, and then they basically, you have the original game, you know, which is like old-fashioned Pac-Man, and then they make like what's it called, like an updated graphical version of it. So it seems to be like the same gameplay, just like the graphics look like way better. So some of them are pretty good, some of them are kind of ordinary. The arranged games in this one are Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, Rally X, Motos, and Pac-Man Plus. So I think the games that are included in this, some of the games differ from Japan and some of the games differ from North America. Apparently, I'm not 100% sure. I was only looking at the ones that I could play on this. So there's only, as far as I know, there's only 4 you can play on this that are arranged versions. So maybe the rest of them are unlockable when you do certain criteria in some of the games. And then the regular games then, which are included, are like Galaxian, Pac-Man, Rally X, King and Balloon, Galaga, Bosconian. Well, that's just a Japanese exclusive one. This is according to my research, and by research I mean Wikipedia. New Rally X, Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug. Xevious is in this, but it says it's in the Japanese volume here. But anyway, Xevious is here. I already have Xevious for the NES on Game Boy Advance. Mappy, the Tower of Druga, Grobada, Dragon Buster, Dig Dug 2, Motos, Rolling Thunder, and Dragon Spirit. Some of them I don't recognise being on this this compilation at all. So either they're unlockables that I have not yet achieved, or they're on a different collection than this one here. But there is a good few games on this. But yeah, this one was the one I wanted to play. This is Rally X. This is fantastic. Such a fun game. I could play this for hours while I'm waiting for Ridge Racer to load. Yeah, this one is very good. I like the what Namco do with some of their games is they have the old-fashioned game as the loading screen while you're waiting for, you know, Tekken or something like Galaga, Tekken to load, or Ridge Racer, etc. And yeah, this, I don't really think that the updated modes are that much better looking than the original. Obviously, this is, you know, this has like a background which Galaga doesn't have, and it has that DS9 looking space station in the corner that Galaga doesn't have either, but everything else seems to be identical. Like, so this isn't you know, an update in the same vein as, like, if you take like the Space Invaders game on PS2, that's like a massive, like, you know, graphical upgrade on Space Invaders, where you're like the person at the bottom with the cannon, and you're in like an alleyway shooting all the Space Invaders. Like, that looks like way modern. This one is just like a slight graphical upgrade. Like, it looks like this still could be from the 80s, like, you know, just kind of with a sort of like nice background or something. But it doesn't look you know, considering it's like a game from, like, you know, way later, 2005, developed by Tose and published by Namco, this was. So it doesn't, you know, the effort doesn't seem to be put into it massively. But then again, I'm just wondering, like, you know, the audience for this game. I'm not the audience for these sort of games, because I never played these games when I was growing up. But is the audience for this game, do they just want these sort of like simple graphics similar to the originals, and they don't want like a massive overhaul of graphics? So maybe that's it. I'm not 100%. I can only speculate on these matters. I haven't done the sufficient amount of research to know the answer to those questions. I'm just here trying a few PSP games and just giving my thoughts on YouTube video, really. But yeah, Dig Dug, never a fan of Dig Dug, to be honest. The only game I really like on this is Rally X, actually, and that's only because it's like incredibly addictive. And I suppose I could have just like played the level of Rally X on on you know, Ridge Racer 1 and 2 that I have those, like, well, well, I got the collection anyway. I can always trade it back in if I don't want to keep it. So thank you very much for joining me, and appreciate you watching to the end. I'll see you next video. Adios.